Such a wonderful man and such a wonderful person has created partnership that has allowed for both of us to find our purpose, but in different ways. So there'll be times where, you know, when Christopher was creating Honest, I remember I was at Gray's, and I remember like we were creating our work and had the purpose of going to work, but we were also creating this family. And we were probably at that time more concentrated on the kids part of it, because we were younger and didn't know you actually still had to pay attention to your marriage and your partnership. And so we hit that, you know, speed bump when it came, and we all of a sudden looked at each other and we were like, when did we ever?
Who are you?
Yeah, who are you? And like, is that different than it was 7 years ago? Is it, where are you? Like, are we going to the same place? Like, what's happening? And I do always laugh about the fact that for some reason it was like after the birth of the third child, you really know that like, for whatever reason, like that's like you guys are stuck together. After 3 kids, I don't know what to tell you. Like, if you don't like it, we better fix it. But I remember just sort of feeling like my purpose and has been always to sort of like create a really, I mean, purpose for me is so split right now, I guess. And I do always talk about this when people ask me, but people always say, you know, how do you, when I say I have 4 kids, people always go like, how do you do it all? And how do you balance it? And I always say like, it's not a balance. It's on any given day, I'm a better actress than I am a mother, because I didn't show up for X, Y, or Z for my kid, but I really showed up for my job. Or I'm a better wife than I was a parent, or whatever it is. So I feel like every day my purpose shifts. I've gotten very excited about letting each day be like, show me what my purpose is. And I feel like for work, it's really about finding stories to tell that excite me. I think it's a really fascinating time for women, and I think that there's sort of this idea that women between like 35 and 65 are sort of like the ultimate consumers, but at the same time are sort of being really marginalized. And so people are getting sort of hip to that, but at the same time it's slow moving on some level. I feel like telling those stories, like I have a passion and a purpose when it comes to that. I've sort of been waking myself up to the idea and being convinced by others that that I can write and that I can produce.
You are an English major.
I can, exactly. And that I can do all these things. Even though I haven't yet.
On every podcast, we ask what people wore to the prom, and I cannot wait to hear what you wore to the Harvard Westlake prom. I'm so excited.
Oh, Lord. Oh my gosh. This is really going to be a thing. Are you ready? Okay. So, I went to 2.
I was going to say, I'm sure there were a couple.
I guess actually I think I went to 3. My boyfriend was a senior and I was a sophomore. And to that one, I wore red. Really red. Norma Kamali.
Cool.
With like the bustier boning and the bra strap situation.
That is rad.
I still have it. That went into like a tiny little waist, and then almost was like, it almost looked like a dance dress. Like, I think it had a bodysuit in it.
That's cool.
Right? Because that's what people used to do. So there was a bodysuit in it that was like a snap crotch, and then it was like a flare skirt. And then I wore some high heels that were like some...
Red?
They weren't. I think I probably wanted to get a pair and get them dyed to match exactly. But
Kathy said no.
Kathy was like, I'm busy with having a lot of children right now, and I cannot take you to the shoemakers right now. No, I think they were like, actually, sadly, they were probably in the bad part of the outfit. They were gold and black.
That's okay.
They were not cute. They weren't.
Okay.
Then I missed the second sophomore. Yeah, I missed the second time.
Okay.
My junior year, because my family was in Poland making a movie called Schindler's List.
I've heard of it.
So I missed.
Not a lot of proms in Poland, I imagine.
Not a lot of proms in Poland.
Okay.
Then my senior year, and my mother must have been thinking this was to make up for, this is 2 proms in one. I actually wore 2 dresses.
You did a costume change?
No, this is the crazy part. This actually, I think you're going to actually really respect this, because I have to say it was actually probably one of my more creative, younger styling fashion moments. So Hervé Léger had not gone mainstream.
Right.
Like nobody knew about it. Like the bandage dress was like, nobody knew about that. There was this also, again, go back to Norma Kamali. It was a Norma Kamali shift dress. I also still have this one.
Cool.
That had sort of like a boat neck and was like a 20s design.
Pretty.
It was like a sheath. And it was intricately sequined. And beaded. It wasn't shiny or reflective sequins. It was like
beautiful,
beaded, and it kind of like had this lower. It was really short, but it was totally see through. And so under it,
look at you.
I wore the cream colored. It was a cream color.
That's rad.
Under it, I wore a cream colored
Hervé Leger. Wow. Like bustier
dress.
basic, yeah, basically.
Yeah, and
like
so to
how
the
cool!
prom, I wore that, and then for the after party, I took off the beaded part.
Oh my gosh!
But it was 2 dresses.
That is awesome.
And I wore it again. I remember wearing it. I wore it in college. I wore it after college.
That's really cool.
It was definitely. And I think I wore some sort of strappy
Goldie
something.
Yeah. Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you so much.
Oh my gosh! Of course.
I loved having you. This was great.
I'm happy to be here.
Thank you. What We Wore is produced by Capital and Balto Creative Media. The original song, Someone So Enchanting, was composed and performed by Britt Drozda. What We Wore is a member of the Queen City Podcast Network, powered by Ortho Carolina. Find out more at queencitypodcastnetwork.com.